下足番を命じられたら、日本一の下足番になってみろ。そうしたら、誰も君を下足番にしておかぬ。Right. Once again. 下足番を命じられたら、日本一の下足番になってみろ。そうしたら誰も君を下足番にはしておかぬ。Which basically means, if you've been assigned to shoekeeper role, then become the most skilled, then you should become the most, or I dare you to become the most skilled shoekeeper in Japan. And if that happens, nobody's going to keep you as a shoekeeper. Meaning you'll become promoted, or you become like assigned to another, like a more like important role, kind of thing, right? So this was really inspiring to me. This word was really inspiring to me like 10 or 12 years ago, because it was a word by Mr. Kobayashi, who is a very, very famous entrepreneur from the Showa era. Maybe not the most famous, but it was really still the word was inspiring, because I was trying to kind of do things simply put, and it was inspiring to me, and I just wanted to share that because I thought that was I think some people would might like to hear that, and as an entrepreneur, you might also share it, right? And in terms of Japanese, gisokuban is something we don't use. Like this is the only sentence in which I heard the word gisokuban, right? But so that's that. But gisokuban meiji dareta means if you're ordered to become, in this context, right? Gisokuban meiji dareta, Nihonichi is the best in Japan. Nihonichi. So for example, Nihonichi no ramen means the best ramen in Japan, right? So Nihonichi no gesokuban means the best gesokuban, or shoekeeper, and shoekeeper, I guess, in Japan, right? そうしたら means, well, if that happens, that's a kind of loose translation, right? 誰も is like nobody, I guess. Like it's hard to translate, but I'm gonna stop here, because like it's a pretty long sentence, but it's something interesting to share, right? And the reason why I mentioned this gesokuban thing is because it's very, very related to what I'm going to talk about today, right? Which is this statue right here. Oh, the lighting is a little bit off here. Hope you can see over here. So this is a hinoki statue. This is a wooden statue. It's colored, but it's a wooden statue. So I'm gonna take this statue off the pedestal here and just show you the video statue. So because that's the main thing we're gonna talk about, yeah. Right here. Okay, this way. Okay. Well, this statue is a replica, a wooden replica of the real statue, which is said to be owned by Toyotomi Hideyoshi, right? A very renowned feudal lord who basically ruled Japan in the 16th century, right? And this statue, although it's a replica, it's this exact same size as the real statue Toyotomi Hideyoshi worshipped. Now that's interesting, right? It's actually this statue, right? So the people say that Toyotomi Hideyoshi actually carried this statue, or the original statue, around, and that's part of the reason why he was able to achieve such success. If you don't know Toyotomi Hideyoshi, you might want to Google him. He's such a great success, right? And this statue is really famous. I own it personally. This is my personal belonging. And it's been a pretty good I also have domestic sales network, and it's been pretty good. There has been pretty good responses for that statue. I think it's because it's connected with Toyotomi Hideyoshi, right? And this statue, all the statues are actually blessed by Entokuin Temple in Kyoto. And here's the certificate. Right here. Here's a certificate of the consecration, or not blessing, consecration, right? It's been consecrated, so it's actually been, it has become a like real Buddha in a sense, right? And this one here, this line right here says a certificate for Kaigen Kuyo, which means eye-opening ceremony, or consecration, you can say consecration. And this is a temple name right here, Entokuin. And here it says, it's basically is saying at Entokuin Temple over here. This means there was a good date was assigned for the Sanmen Daikokuten statue. This is Sanmen Daikokuten, right? And sorry, over here. And this statue is saying this statue was, and the date was assigned for the eternal blessing. There's the, I'm just saying blessing, but it's consecration. The eternal consecration, I suppose, is a better translation for the, Sanmen Daikokuten. The Japanese English translation kind of has to go back and forth. So, sorry if I'm not like, providing with a smooth enough translation. I'm not like a, interpreter, per se. So, sorry about that. But I hope that makes sense, right? And this also comes with this, which I have not dared open. And you can see this is getting pretty old, but I'm keeping it a good, like a not in a good place, so I hope this stays intact. And it also comes with kind of like this Sanmen Daikokuten thing. Nothing. I think this is meant as an ofuda, almost. So you can actually carry this around too, I think. Yeah, but the main thing is, of course, the statue here. Can you believe that this is the actual like replica of the actual like for the exact same size? It's unbelievable. Of course, and this is a Daikokuten. It's called Sanmen Daikokuten because it's Sanmen. So san, 3, and men, faces. 1 face, 2 face, 3 face. And here in the center is of course a Daikokuten. Right here, can you see? Yes. And here you're seeing the Benzaiten. Benzaiten. For happiness. Daikokuten is more for prosperity. And the Bishamonten is more for victory. And what the crazy part is that it is said that when Toyotomi Hideyoshi, or Hideyoshi Toyotomi, depending on how you want to call his name, is said to have like tried to destroy, or actually destroyed. All right, let me check my notes. This Toyotomi Hideyoshi is really crazy. Okay, so I'm going to read my notes here. Okay, so when young, Hideyoshi looked at an image. Okay, when young, Toyotomi Hideyoshi looked at an image of the 3-faced Daikokuten, right, and prayed, "If I am to become successful and renowned, break into pieces, otherwise return in form." It doesn't make sense at all. But apparently, when he threw the statue, it shattered into pieces. So he thought he was going to be successful. Now, which is, I don't know, which is, kind of crazy, but, it doesn't make sense at all to me. If it makes sense to any one of you, please let me know in the comments. But, that's basically the story. And basically, great things happened, after him, like, winning battles, getting a very good wife, who very much contributed to his Hideyoshi's success. And, and it's, it's the rest is history, basically. And that is why this Entokuin temple is really famous, and just really famous. I can leave the URL for the temple, and you will see, you can see the website, or actually the temple website talking about the Sanmen Daikokuten statue, like really like with a really good story, right? And it's interesting because what Hideyoshi did was so phenomenal. You can Google Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and you will know, right? And many people want to replicate the success. And that's why this sketch has been so popular in Japan. And even if you're not really not that interested in Toyotomi Hideyoshi, this statue alone, aside and separate from the Hideyoshi Toyotomi story, is quite interesting, because if you think about Sanmen Daikokuten, you usually see more of it in a wrathful form, right? And I do plan to share this with you in the future, a wrathful Sanmen Daikokuten. So it's full of wrath. It's almost like it's even it's like much more than, for example, Fudomyo or Aizumyo, one of those fierce deities. It's so furious. The look is so furious. So the very kind of benevolent, is that the right word? But the benevolent look of the Sanmen Daikokuten is very interesting. So it's a really good piece to have. If you want kind of home happiness, safety, you can put it in your living room. Don't put it on the floor like don't put it on the floor. And if you want your fortune to be protected, you can perhaps like put it like near a safe, for example. Also, you can put it in your bedroom. There are many places where you can put. But ideally, the Sanmen Daikokuten statue should be facing south, ideally, and that's how I do it. But it doesn't like it's not a must. But ideally, I would recommend to let it face it south, and put it, of course, along with the with these certificates. That will be very nice. That's what you do usually. And I just want to let you know that there is a version which is smaller than this. So this is 35,000 Japanese yen. Of course, it comes with the pedestal. It's 35,000 Japanese yen. And another, I think, is something around 20,000 Japanese yen. And I heard, I got someone saying when I posted this on Facebook or Instagram, someone was saying, oh, like this, this is this is expensive. There's one for 20,000 yen, the 20,000 Japanese yen or something around that price range. And no, right? No, right? It's a separate one. That one is not consecrated, right? And this one has been consecrated at Entokuin Temple, right? The other one is also officially backed by Entokuin Temple, but it's smaller, so it's a different product. I'm not saying that the product is wrong or anything like that, but it's a different product. So just in case you are facing confusion, I got that out of the way, right? That's actually pretty much it for today. And it's been a great year. It's definitely a great year. It was a difficult year for me. For for the people who watched the video back in, I think, early November or something like that, when I restarted this channel. People might know, but I'm really grateful for all the help, all the support, all the help, all the enthusiasm about not only about my channel, but about my company, basically, right? So there's roughly 25,000 followers followers on Facebook. We're reaching 7,000 followers on Instagram. It's been very exciting, and the work I've done so far for YouTube has been really exciting too. I feel like a community. Of course, the number of followers, is of course smaller, compared to followers I have on Facebook, Instagram. But still, I think YouTube is very inspiring to me, because I feel like I'm getting the chance to talk to you, right? And I'm getting like FaceTime with customers. I feel like I'm FaceTime with customers / friends almost, right? And that's something that's hard to kind of get in Facebook and Instagram, because it's just photos basically. I suppose you can do videos, but it doesn't really like showing up on Facebook and Instagram and me talking. I don't think it's something that's fitting for a channel, so I don't do that. So I'll do that here. my personal channel. And I hope you will like my religious channel, which is shown as a feature channel on this channel. So you know it's been great, and I believe it will be great next year, 2023. And I hope to see you again in my next video or next episode. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much. Your support has been great. I've been working hard. I hope the content producing is helpful, memorable for you, and I'll just push forward as always. So thank you very much, and see you in my next episode. Bye bye.